Our session theme is pedagogy and teacher education. And first of all, what is pedagogy? Next slide, please.
Professor, you can yourself, you can manage the presentation.
All right, okay. All
Yeah.
right, okay. Now, an overview of the pedagogy. We all know that pedagogy is widely perceived as a method and practice of teaching. In other words, pedagogy is the know-how of teaching that encompasses, but not restricted to, the teaching theories, teaching and learning style, teaching approaches, lesson planning, as well as assessment. And Schulman demarcates the pedagogical knowledge from that of content knowledge. However, he advocates that each subject teacher needs to have what he termed as pedagogical content knowledge, or the acronym is PCK, that is the ability to foster understanding of concepts within the subject area of specialization, which a teacher has a deep understanding of. And according to Schulman, PCK includes the most regularly taught topic is one subject area specialization, using useful forms of representation of ideas, such as analogies, illustrations, examples, demonstrations, and so on. In a word, the ways of representing the subject that make it comprehensible to others. And it also includes an understanding of what makes the learning specific topics easy or difficult, the conceptions and preconceptions that students of different ages and background bring to them to learning. Now, in teacher education, meanwhile, connotes a preparation of student teachers, a professional role as a reflective practitioner, and teacher education and training aims at producing quality teachers so that they are able to achieve effective curriculum implementation. Now, interestingly, in the US, teacher education has replaced a term that we always use, teacher training, because the latter gives the important that involves training the staff to undertake relatively routine tasks, and that in-service teacher education and pre-service teacher education are two major components of teacher education. Now, current issues, we know that currently poor pre-service teacher education programs are attributed to the use of weak pedagogy, also teaching practices that were not up to date, not based on research, and not properly understood by those who were teaching the pre-service teachers, and also ill-equipping beginning teachers with the skills and ability of continually analyzing and developing their own practices. And a recent pandemic declared by WHO due to the global outbreak of novel coronavirus that sees many countries declare lockdown with closures of, among others, universities and schools. Teachers are struggling in conducting online classes, which someone termed it as panic-gogy. Now, the current trends on the basis of the current scenario of the ongoing pandemic, and also the digitalization, as well as the Industrial Revolution 4.0 era in which we are now living in, the demand for science and technology-based talents is crucially needed. So therefore, the current and future needs of pedagogic approaches need to be conceptualized and propagated. Now, as for future scope, we must be mindful in rethinking, reconceptualizing, or revamping the teacher education so that these future teachers, when they go into schools, colleges, institutions to teach, they are well equipped and are malleable, agile, adaptable, in the sense that they are easily reskilled in today's and future's world of artificial intelligence, robotics, and also the fourth, could be fifth, or even could be sixth industrial revolution. Therefore, future scopes involve maybe IT skills, learning how to learn and to solve problems and make decisions instead of learning to memorize facts and figures, and also to regurgitate them when being tested. And also bring in the working world into education when we relook and reframe the current curricula and teacher education programs so that students and future teachers are adequately prepared for a future world. I think that's it. Thank you.